should work. It's still
Correct.
blabbering though, but
If you want, you can even like on your audio mixer mute desktop mixer so when you start streaming they can't hear us, they'll only hear you. So yeah, so if you do that,
hello, friends.
Okay, we can hear you on stream.
Okay, is everything working fine on the stream? I've never operated the stream before. This is so exciting.
Um, I heard myself. It works.
Okay. I'm sure if the audio is fucked, I will hear from the many people in the Twitch chat, all 9 of them. So, who is my spectator co-caster for today? Manny?
I am. Yep, yep, yep.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how's it going? Uh, yeah, spectator.
A fan? Oh yeah, you can probably hear all the cars driving by outside. Let me see if I can turn down.
Um, are you on OBS or Streamlabs?
I'm on OBS.
There's a way to disable background audio. Oh,
Background audio?
yeah.
I think it is.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's picking up the correct mic. Is it still echoing?
we try it again. I'll let
Hello,
you know.
hello. Detecting.
No, no, okay, you're good.
We're good now?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, perfect.
By the way, I added no bans to the bottom of the end page in case you guys need it. No bans. Oh,
That is Colonel Combo's personal
sorry,
drafting
combo, but
system.
we didn't. Yeah.
So fancy. So, Manny, do you know anything about either of the teams playing today? Because I do not.
Yeah. So I'm actually in Shimmer. So
Mmm.
I know everybody that's playing. Um,
Wow.
so Combo is subbing in for one of Camavor's players. I think it's their top laner. Um, as for players, I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. There's consistently been some role swaps. We'll occasionally play one person in jungle and then they swap out to top or mid. And so far, they've been swapping. I feel like they're still trying to learn what everybody plays or how they're gonna feel comfortable. But this is like elimination how roles they're like comfortable with. Sevlin, he's only been playing jungle. He plays bruiser jungles.
I see, I
Um,
see. You might
let
see
me
a
see.
jungle pick here. Do you have any idea if that's Olaf top or if it's possibly Olaf
No,
jungle?
this should be Olaf jungle. Actually, no, it might be an Olaf top. You're absolutely right because Sevlin plays Olaf and he's not on Bandle City. He's on Camavor. And then
This is probably Kench support with Smolder and a Cassante top. We have Leona support, possibly an AD pick here. And it's going to be Vayne into Smolder. Generally known to be a pretty good matchup for Smolder, though Vayne is also very high value against both Kench and Cassante. You might see Bandle City here banning out some troublesome junglers or mids. See a Jarvan ban coming out.
my
I'm not sure.
my
Yes.
my microphone had disconnected midway through. I
Ah,
didn't even notice. Um, but yeah, I do like the main pick until the Cassante and until the catch, especially because they were needing some consistent AD damage. I don't know. So, what do you think they need to like overall bring their comp together?
I think that from the side of Bandle City, they obviously want some solid AP damage here and possibly some good wave clear. If they pick like a Hui, I think Hui could be pretty solid in this situation if they play it. We see Vi banned out, definitely a pretty good ban. It seems they're focusing a lot of bans here on the jungler, not particularly worried about the mid here. We see a Renekton ban. I don't actually believe that's typically a bad matchup for Cassante. Cassante not known to have too many horrible matchups in the top lane, so definitely pretty interesting here. It's gonna be a Garen ban. So I'm assuming is Buffalo Barrage Colonel combo?
So Buffalo Barrage is Colonel Combo. Seems like no, Buffalo Barrage is in the game actually.
So which one is Colonel
Of
combo?
course,
Is it Joe
your boy
Boy
J Money.
Money? Okay.
Yeah,
Colonel combo is known for his Cassante. I do remember back in the day.
he is known for his constante, but he's also known for his go in mentality.
Indeed. I remember the last time I saw Colonel Combo play, he really did put his team on his back. Maybe we'll get another similar performance coming out of him today here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! His team on his back. I'm on his.
And it's
Oh
okay if
goodness.
you're on Colonel Combo's back.
No, it's okay.
I
I'm
do
just not.
remember you were the Gwen, correct?
I don't play Gwen.
Yeah, you were the
but
jungler. I remember now, especially in that last game. You played exceptionally well.
Kane does come out from Bandle City, and then Lilia from Camavor, um, and then a Heimerdinger. So I don't know if you know this, but for Akathia, we've mainly been banning Heimerdinger because they're a Heimerdinger one trick,
Oh,
and they let it through.
a Heimerdinger one
Um,
trick is definitely an interesting combination here.
well, Not entirely sure if it's a one trick, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's the highest mastery on them. So, um, as for the Kane, gonna be a really good Ross game, especially into the Kasante and to the Kench. I don't know how to feel about the Vladimir matchup and
Vladimir's a horrible
Heimerdinger.
champion.
Yeah,
I think that
bot
looking at these
lane.
two teams, my first thought is that Bandle City has a lot of engage and chase. They just kind of want to go in, right? Vladimir, he ghosts, he runs at you with phase rush. Olaf pops R, runs at you. Vayne can R, run at you too. So we see a lot of going in from Bandle City, whereas Camavor is a lot more of like a front to
Front to
back
back.
kiting composition. They want to set up at objectives early with the Heimerdinger, zone with that Smolder, with the Lilia, and then they can counter the engage when it does come in. So ideally, in a perfect world, we see Kimavor try to play for priority, right? They have Heimerdinger, that has prio over Vladimir, Smolder prio over Vayne, and Cassante, maybe no prio over the Olaf, depending on the situation, but more even. But they should be able to push using their prio to get early priority on these objectives and set up so that Bandle City has to come into them.
I'm trying to think more about the jungle matchup. On Bandle City side, Hockey Boys and Booze have been swapping out jungle and mid lane pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do think Hockey plays the jungle more of the full clear, and then he's not afraid to go in. As for Semlin, he tends to do a lot of full clears. He tends to go bot to top and then backs and then does the same thing over. And then gets a gank in when he has a good timer for it. Definitely something that is going to be beneficial for him, especially playing as Lilia. Now, I do wonder they're going to go in for level 1 invade, especially with the Olaf and the Leona and the Vayne.
It may be difficult. A level 1 invade is. Olaf is pretty strong, but
Yeah,
Vladimir is not particularly good. And when you're going
Vladimir,
into a
yeah.
Heimerdinger, it can be really risky. Or a Smolder, even if he starts W, it can be pretty risky.
Especially a Tom Kench. Just with how tanky he is. Not entirely sure if they're going to do it.
Tom Kench, not super tanky level 1, because he doesn't have typically start with his W. And his Q is like super long cooldown. He's pretty tanky. And it's a relatively even level 1, especially if Heimerdinger is the setup. If they just 5 stack, I think they're probably safe here.
I think so. Um, I don't know how to feel about the AD matchup. I know Smolder's gonna, be stronger than Vayne at some point, but I do think Vayne has Cryo. Oh, Angelica's echoing.
Am I?
Are you echoing?
I don't think I'm echoing. I mean, if I am, there's not much I can do about it at this point. Unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm listening. Yeah, it's a slight echo. It's not. It's not the worst. Um, I guess if you want, in the meantime, we can set up an audio input, and that should help you.
I don't think it's my. I could mute my own mic, but then you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Yeah, and then nobody would be able to hear you. It's okay though.
Actually, maybe this will fix it. I think if I mute my mic, it's actually fine. Can you still hear me?
Here, try it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's actually better.
Okay, you can
Okay.
hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, yeah, it's because my mic is set to default like auto playback when I talk.
Ah, okay. No, but you're fine. Waiting for spectator delay. We have 3 minutes to kill.
Perfect. I've seen
Blue
someone else do
top.
this before, so let's play some Loldle.
Yeah. Love me the Lotto.
This is the scam Loldle. Here we go.
Also,
Loldle Classic.
can we blame Angelica for using Microsoft Edge?
Microsoft Edge is great. Before it is
Female.
clearly...
Wait, honestly, because it's never orange for the range type. Could it be Nidalee? Because she is both ranged
No, but she's
and
jungler.
melee. Oh, yeah, true. Who else can go between melee and ranged?
Female champions that can swap between melee and range. There aren't that many out there.
No, it has to be
Neela was
less than
after Rexa.
2014. Yeah.
And
I was
Neela
going
is
to say
also just
Samira as
melee.
well, but Samira is also a new champion.
Indeed.
Is there? Elise, but that's also jungle. Yeah, that's right. Female, melee, and ranged. What are my League of Legends champions? I don't know them. Poppy? Oh, I guess technically she could be ranged with her first, her first auto attack.
I got it. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking genius. I'm such a genius. I'm the best freaking Loldle player in the entire world. I didn't even read the chat.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
By the way,
Holy. Rek'Sai is always the best first guess. I'm telling you, it's so true.
Oh, by the way, that took us so long. We have to go into the game now.
What? Already?
Yep,
no, I'm supposed to 12 seconds out.
12 seconds? Okay.
Yeah.
There are no
wolves like me.
Is that Neferi?
Yeah, it's Neferi. It's gotta be. No, it's Warwick. Fuck. Who else is a wolf?
Alright, get into the game.
Damn it.
Who else is a wolf?
Oh, is it Kindred?
It could be Kindred.
Yeah, it's Kindred.
Alright.
Ability. That is Kha'Zix.
And for some reason, my League of Legends is black screen and
okay, we got them all. No, they sell the splash.
There we go.
Who the hell is this? Oh, that's Ash.
That's Project Ash.
No, that's the other one. That's what's it called?
Is it? Oh, Amethyst.
Championship Ash.
Is it? Yeah. Because there's also Amethyst. So.
Yeah, it's Championship Ash. Okay, let's get in the game, guys. It's still loading 0%.
Okay, I thought it was just me, because... Oh, there we go.
Here we go, and we're in to the game. It's gonna be so exciting. Let's open the scoreboard, get these lanes fixed.
Scoreboard, time controls, chat.
Is it Cassante mid? No, it's Heimer mid.
No, definitely Heimer mid.
Okay. Here we go,
and honestly,
now we're on to the rift.
Both the mid laners are both the mid and top lane on Camavor side got their mains, so good for them.
Which side is Camavor?
Blue.
Blue?
Okay. Yeah, it's the one with combo and Sublin and Wafer.
Okay. Some trash talk coming in from the Vladimir. We'll have to see how this shapes up. Vladimir, not known for his ability to shit on Heimerdinger in the early games, so we'll have to see how that goes. You said this is an elimination match?
This is an elimination match, so if Camavor loses, you can blame it all on combo. And
so if
early
Camavor
trade coming
loses,
in from
they go
Olaf
home.
and Cassante. Yeah, so if Camavor loses, they go home, and you can blame Combo for it. And Combo taking a heavy trade at level 1. Hockey Boys does pop Ghosts,
Crucially, it looks
but
like Combo is going to take an early TP
Combo's gonna
back here.
teleport.
Not quite what we
No,
typically expect.
he's not TPing, he's walking back.
Walking all the way back is certainly interesting when you consider that he's going to lose a lot of minions here.
Yeah,
Maybe not the best choice
he
from Colonel Combo.
he loses the first wave, and he's gonna lose a couple of the minions for the second wave, possibly. Not sure why he opted to do that. Oh, also, you can turn off time controls, and it'll, like, get rid of the possibility of, like, spoiling something.
But what is there to spoil?
Like kills and, like, objectives taken.
Are we already as far ahead as
Another heavy trade.
Combo actually goes down
Boys,
here to the
and
Reckless
honestly,
Strike. Maybe we shouldn't have walked back at level 1
maybe
just to
we should have
immediately
teleported.
die. Very unfortunate, but he did save his TP just for this situation here. Not a great start for Colonel Combo, choosing to recall for a control ward.
And Hockey Boy's already 2 levels up on Combo, and unfortunately top lane does not have catch-up XP. And Combo might actually win that trade, being level, and he does.
Combo actually manages to pick up a solo kill here. Hockey Boy kind of overstaying in top lane. Probably should have recalled after pushing that wave in. Very unfortunate circumstance there. Actually, even now in the top lane, Colonel Combo going down a bit early, but is able to catch most of the wave. And now that solo killer basically going even in XP. Lilia going to look for something bot lane, going to land the bowling ball, but Buffalo pretty low, flashing forward, going to try to go on Mayo E-Guy here. Everyone choosing to flash forward. DJ Parmesan able to pick up the last hit as the Vayne goes down after blowing both summoners.
And
a great early start for the Smolder.
Evelyn might contest it. Chooses not to contest the Scuttle. And Kane might gank Heimerdinger here.
That does look to be the case. A Kane gank possibly coming up, but Heimer has a lot of turrets, and Vladimir not a particularly strong 2v2er. It looks like Kane is just going to walk past, probably look to get a double Scuttle or a... followed by a double Scuttle into his Raptors again. Pretty good early start here for Boozosaurus.
Pretty good start for Boozosaurus. Lilia did get the assist, but Booz should. And actually opting not to back, so he's going to lose some tempo if he decides to go for another full clear and not buy. And Chase already looking for an early gank?
Not in particular. Looks like no one's really looking for a gank anymore. Boozosaurus here, he might look for the classic, I believe the 8 camp clear into a recall. Should let him grab that serrated Dirk if he decides to go lethality for his first item. A classic start on a lot of farming junglers here.
Oh, you have the camera on. Yeah. Another heavy trade coming out from Combo and Hockey. Gonna be a perma-fight lane. And Hockey should be able to tower dive if you want. Sevlin going for an early Dirk, but he is on vision.
Chase that's not really going to amount to anything.
And I don't know if Sevlin knows, but he is on vision. But Bandle City chooses not to go in. And Heimerdinger, for some reason, teleporting, expecting them to go in.
The teleport here is actually not too bad. We teleport in to just assert dominance here. Heimerdinger probably had the teleport anyway to catch his wave, but he chooses actually to teleport bot lane instead of mid, which is a little bit questionable. He's going to just catch the mid wave here. It looks like we're going to swap Smolder back to mid, and it's going to be a slightly less efficient setup, but it's going to work out. Hockey Boy getting a very heavy trade top followed by a proxy. We'll probably see a lot of heavy fighting top lane, but might not amount to anything, not particularly easy for either of the top laners to kill the other here. So despite a lot of heavy trading, it's not we probably don't have to expect any particularly high levels of volatility.
And Cassante does pick up the early Bramble. Going to be effective against the Olaf, but Olaf does get level 6 first. Again, combo opting in to walk back to lane, so...
Well, in this case, he didn't particularly have a choice.
Yeah. And looks like
Combo actually going to initiate here. Both
going to go
top
top
laners
lane.
going to pop their ult, and they're just going to brawl it out, but Colonel Combo just doesn't have it, the juice in him. He's going to possibly go down to Hockey Boy, but now Sevelin is here trying to find something. Hockey Boy going down so very low. Tom Ken just here to help. Going in on Kane as Hockey Boy is forced to retreat. We're going to ult in on the Lilia. We do have level 6, but we're not going to be able to finish off the Lilia. Hit by another bowling ball slow, as after a large fight here, it's just going to be a 1-for-1. Both top laners going down as Lilia's going to collect herself a wave. And Smolder catches the mid wave.
Let's look at level or gold differences. So far, pretty even except for top lane.
Honestly, yeah. It's relatively even across the board. Kane,
yeah.
A relatively small lead. Mayo almost getting completely one-shotted here by Heimerdinger.
And Heimerdinger just bringing the fire to the vein, doing so much damage.
Yeah, he really is turning up the pressure 1v2 here. Very surprising. You would typically expect that when he's so low on mana. If he just gets hit by any abilities from Leona, he does have a chance of just dying.
And it does look like Camavor is going to go for early objectives here. Already on the grubs as soon as they spawn. Combo is looking for booze, but actually just is able to walk out.
Yeah, actually a pretty clever play here because Heimerdinger is so strong and he's somehow able to hold the 1v2 here. Camavor is actually able to swap their bot lane up topside for this objective. There's going to be a fight here. Kane's going to go to sleep and he's going to immediately die. Hockey Boy finds himself in the middle of the enemy team with some help from the Vladimir. Lilia getting quite low here from the Vladimir, going to have to flash out as Buffalo Barrage is left in here with DJ Parmesan. DJ Parmesan flashed on, going to have to flash over the wall. Camavor losing a lot of their health bars, but they all do manage to stay alive unless Colonel Combo ends up in some trouble here. He might end up being the only one that goes down. He does have his flash to try to get out. DJ Parmesan trying to help with the slow as they're all going to make it out here. And
Heimerdinger is here. Let's see if he's going to do any massive damage. Doesn't look like it. He doesn't have volts. I'm just saying. Heimerdinger is the person we have to watch here. Going to be doing a lot of damage.
The Heimerdinger is decently strong, though. In that fight, I actually believe that that was honestly a very close fight. Oh, what's the other team called? The one that's not Camavor.
Bandle City.
Bandle City. Bandle City is almost able to find so many kills there. Camavor escaping with so many extremely
Mayo might
low
be
HP
caught out
bars.
here.
Yeah, Mayo looks like he might be in a bit of trouble. Lilia is here with a bowling ball, but has no sleep. Mayo just going to flash out, going to be safe here.
Combo looking for the proxy on top lane. Opts out to not fight the Olaf anymore. He is pretty strong, and I don't think there's a point in time Cassante can 1v1 him right now.
Well, in this situation, Olaf is completely out of mana. I think that perhaps it's better interpreted as Colonel Combo just choosing to get ahead on some waves, because when you proxy, it allows you to get some early recalls in. If we're going to look for something bot lane, probably nothing going to happen after Chase misses his E here. Yeah, the side of Camavor going to just be able to walk it out. Colonel Combo going to pick up an extra wave here, and he's going to be able to get a free recall and probably deny Hockey Boy a wave on the top side. It's just going to die to the tower. Actually, that might be a cannon wave. I think it's a cannon wave. Yeah, it's a cannon wave, so he won't lose too much here for that. I think the bigger issue.
And a teleport does come out from Olaf.
Yeah, Olaf is looking for a flank here.
And he might be able to get it.
Choosing to sack the wave, but misses the
Q
here. Might try to transition this into a Drake as Colonel Combo is stuck top lane with no TP. Blessed Isles could, or not Blessed Isles, Bandle City could use their numbers advantage here for the Dragon. They don't have
Are
Vladimir
low
though.
on the hull.
Vladimir a little bit far behind, but does have TP to join the fight should he opt to it. It looks like we're going to go in here on the Smolder, but he's going to get eaten by Tom Kench and jumped to safety. Olaf going to charge in along with the Kane. Kane ulting in. DJ Parmesan going to go down. They lost the Smolder. No more carry as Tom Kench is also going to be the sacrifice. Heimerdinger not quite on the same side of the fight as their team here, and we can see that, as we mentioned in the draft, Bandle City is able to just kind of pull the trigger and charge on in. Lilia maybe caught a bit further out than she would like here. Going to go down to an axe. That's a very advantageous fight here for Bandle City, actually.
Yeah.
Just able to pull the trigger before Camavor can get into position and really get
I will
themselves
say-
a commanding, not a
I do
commanding
think if-
lead, but claw some
Yeah.
gold
I do
back
think
in
if
there.
Heimerdinger did have ult for that dragon fight, it would have been a completely different outcome.
Possibly, but we need to keep in mind that Heimerdinger was on the completely opposite side of the fight. He wasn't even in the fight at all. His team was on the bot side, and what do they call
And
it?
Combo
Bandle City.
caught up again,
Yeah,
and
Bandle
Boost does pick up Frost at 12 minutes.
pretty good pacing here, but as I was saying, just I think right there you can see an example of the go-in comp really kind of paying off for Bandle City as they're just able to run down Camavor.
Here, let me do a stat check real quick on Smolder. 90 stacks. Not bad.
Heimerdinger might be in a little bit of trouble here. Vayne and Leona both going in, but Leona going to whiff the ult. Vayne a bit
Maybe
low.
Logic.
All the towers are going to
And
chunk
Heimerdinger
Leona out
might be
quite
able to
hard as she might
2v1.
actually die here. Chase just going to go down, walking through the towers. A possibly questionable
Boys
choice as
is
Olaf is
on
just going
DJ
to try to
Farm.
run down the Smolder, but he misses a crucial axe. It does not matter. He is just going to kill the Smolder. Looks like he will probably go down to the Lilia here, and he does, but he does manage to take down the Smolder. So quite a bit of back and forth happening in this situation. Chase kind of making the choice to go where he likely has no right being and simply gets gunned down in the streets by the tower, or the Heimer towers. More importantly, the Smolder, who had quite a large lead in the early game, actually a little bit behind the Vayne. Busasaurus going pretty low here, but he's going to get a large chunk of healing out of the Kano, and it looks like he will be able to take down the Heimer here at last.
And Vladimir is just able to win these trades against Combo. And as soon as I say that, and Combo does die under the tower, Sevlin is here to catch the wave, but don't think much is going to come out from it.
Yeah, I think the real question that you're going to have to ask is how are Camavor going to deal with the side lane pressure from both the Vladimir in and the Olaf? Because it looks like Kasante is beginning to reach a point where he's so far behind that he might not be able to match either of them in the sides.
I think a lot of the answers are going to be solved by Heimerdinger, and they're going to be putting a lot of resources into him. And same with the Smolder. And Hockey Boys is just able to walk it, and as soon as I say that, gets ulted by Sevlin.
Hockey Boy just going to die. The Heimerdinger could be really strong, but I think the biggest issue that I see with the Heimerdinger is if you use him to match side lane, that you can't have him in the objectives, right? Heimerdinger,
Yeah.
a champion that really needs some time to set up to be effective in these objective fights, and if he doesn't have the
And
time,
Chase
going in
ulting-
alone for a 1v1 on the Heimerdinger, going to just throw his
And
life
not
away once
sure.
again. Maybe a bit confused here.
Maybe
Perhaps he thought he
King
had
was gonna
more
be there a
friends
little
than he
faster.
did, but he's a bit lonely. Going to just throw himself.
And DJ
Mayo,
does
yeah.
pop the ult and might be able to pick off Mayo here.
Mayo going to flash in on DJ, but
And not enough damage.
A bit of a questionable choice here.
I saw the vision,
The Bandle
but I don't
City
think you have
bot lane just kind of making some questionable plays here,
plays.
choosing to throw away the lead that they had before and opt to
And
make
looks
plays.
like they're going to gank Heimerdinger here. Booz is here, and they're able to pick up the Heimerdinger without
There's
problem.
very little that the Heimer can do in that situation. Just kind of gets run down just like Colonel Combo, who looks like he himself might not be long for the world. Chase going for another engage here. No Heimerdinger to cause him to die unexpectedly. But Camavor is outnumbered, and it looks like Bandle City may be able to get forward position on this dragon. Combo actually uses TP
Combo
to go back
teleports
top
back
lane and immediately takes
and-
half of his damage again to Hockey Boy.
Loses the trade. And as soon as
Oh,
you say
Flash is in. Hockey
and-
Boy's a
and
little
Hockey's
bit
able to
low
block
here.
out.
Might get a W up. Actually going to die to Colonel Combo after
And
choosing
I'm
to
not
go
sure
in.
what I just witnessed. He flashed, stood still for a second, and then went in.
We're popping Rift Herald here to assist
And
us with
Chase
the
does
dragon.
land a two-person
Chase.
ult here.
Yeah, going to go in, but Vladimir is in the backline, going to be able to do a lot of damage it looks like, but the splash from Smolder is coming in. Kane is going to get put to sleep, going to probably just get one shot here as Bandle City just kind of gets routed. And that's that power that we were seeing, right? When
Heimerdinger
Camavor
gets the
is set up
setups.
and they have that forward position on the objectives, and we see that Bandle City is forced to come into them, that's where their power kind of really is. Bandle City trying to go in, but it just kind of gets absorbed and they get turned on in the back end.
And Hockey Boy is going in on a 3v1. Not sure what he wants to get out of this, but loses tower.
Yeah, possibly just looking to save the tower there. Not quite able to, but no harm, no foul, unless he chooses to kill himself to the enemy team. Likely won't here.
Otacon spawns in a minute and 15 seconds. So this is the point in the game where what can Bandle City do? Heimerdinger is going to get plenty of time to set up for Otacon. Is this a give moment or is this a try to fight moment?
I mean, I think that Bandle City is honestly in a pretty fine position. At least for now.
And Combo's going to win that trade against the Vladimir. Doesn't know that Will has friends on the way, and Combo does get the trade, but is going to get picked up here.
Yeah, Combo does go down. Vladimir probably making a misplay there, choosing to auto Colonel Combo. Had he not autoed attacked at all, he wouldn't have been grievous wounded, and he might have been okay and able to win that fight. But as you were saying, I think that Bandle City is honestly in a pretty fine position. They have really strong scaling in the form of both Vladimir and Vayne, and they do have an answer to the Heimerdinger in the sense that they can pull him to the side lane using the Olaf, assuming Olaf continues to be able to beat the Cassandra.
And Chase is going to get caught out here. Hockey Boys isn't moving, opts to just walk away. And
Possibly some Otacon setup, but as we know with
Combo doesn't
Otacon,
have
given how
TP.
hard it shreds you, it's relatively difficult to start the Otacon when the enemy team is looking at you. If Camavor wants this Otacon, they're gonna have to look for a fight, and they're gonna get a lot of poke in, it looks like. Blessed Isle's losing a lot of health here to just the bowling balls, smolder W's, and the like, so we're gonna have to see if they still opt to fight this, because they
And
do have
Will
numbers
is
advantage, but
healthy.
Colonel Combo's knocking on the top lane.
And DJ's going to get picked up by Olaf here. Olaf is just able to run down the Smolder. Combo opts to teleport a little bit late and is gonna get killed here.
Yeah, not much Combo can do. Kind of choosing to teleport in to feed himself into the meat grinder, and it looks like Bandle City is going to get themselves a Theotica.
A free Otcon, and they're not helping the Kane. I'm not sure
King can solo.
Kane can solo, but it's gonna take a while, especially with the amount of health he's losing.
I mean, he'll heal. As long as he doesn't eat. Like, as long as he walks out of the Otacon abilities, he should be more than okay.
And he might die here.
No, he'll be fine unless he chooses.
He'll be
to die.
fine. Vayne comes in.
Yeah, I think in that last fight we saw that Tom Kench just didn't ult the Smolder. And so Smolder was just kind of left to die to Olaf there. He also didn't use ult or his flash.
Also didn't save the Heimerdinger. And Chase is gonna get caught out here. Will is looking to try to help, but not sure what he can do in that situation.
Yeah, Chase kind of throwing the enemy team the fourth bone of the game.
This is part of the strategy, you know, you die enough times and you lose gold value, so you can go in whenever you want, you know?
Truly, perhaps giving over the Drake was also part of Chase's strategy here.
This is all strategy. Not sure how you guys do it in Hex Tech, but this is how we do it in Shimmer.
Yeah, because by giving the enemy team dragons, you actually increase the amount of healing they get, and thus increase the effectiveness of your own heal cut items.
Which they don't have.
But Leona has Ignite, and the Ignite can provide heal cut value, or extra heal cut value, if she gives the enemy team more healing.
And Combo is going to get caught out here. Tries to flash towards his team, but not enough. Mayo does get exhausted. Lilia does ult the Vayne, but isn't able to get close to the Vayne. And Chase is here healing for Mayo, and as soon as I say that, and DJ does pop exhaust, does pop flash, and is gonna get picked up here. And Heimerdinger teleporting back to the lane for some reason.
That was certainly
I'm not
a TP
sure
of all time.
what.
Heimerdinger maybe a little bit confused, thinking that
And
the entire enemy team.
After teleporting out.
Yeah, Heimerdinger kind of looks like he maybe thought that the enemy team was coming for him, and opted to TP out. I can't begin to fathom why, but a play is a play.
And a 2v2 is going to come out. Hockey does have ultimate, is just going to run them down. And wait for it's going to do some serious damage here. Gets a shutdown on the Vladimir and is somehow surviving this.
Hockey probably going to die here as well. Heimerdinger just outplaying the enemy, taking them for a loop.
This is a, you know, Antarctica super server move. You know, you teleport, play mind games, you know?
Yeah, he baited him into thinking that he was weak by teleporting away. Combo here, choosing to opt for a 1v1 against a Vayne. Maybe not the smartest choice when we're playing Cassante. We'll have to see how this turns out for him. Looks like it'll turn out very poorly, as we can probably have guessed. Guinsoo's Vayne, very effective at taking down tanks, which Colonel Combo is one.
I don't know if you saw this, but tanks are now assassins.
Cassante is an assassin, but he does have to press R. Colonel Combo, forgetting that one crucial cardinal rule of Cassante, just kind of opts to give over the 8th kill of the game. DJ Parma.
And DJ is going to get caught out here. Has no flash, has no W, and does get picked up, but he does have 225 stacks now.
Yeah, but I think you might have to ask, does it matter?
And I think not, because the Bandle City is doing Baron here. Definitely some questionable plays I see. Vladimir is teleporting.
They do have
Combo
a
might
numbers
take him out of the
advantage.
fight. Oh, and Bane hits a nasty E to combo. Chase does ult, is going in. Again, Chase has no gold value, so he can do this for free and not give any gold to them. And Mayo's gonna die here. Heimerdinger has too much damage and
No.
is able to survive because there's a plant.
That might be wraps here for Camavor for game one. We're starting to see the weaknesses of their comp. They really just don't have enough juice to get them through these fights without the Heimerdinger being set up
You know,
well
they're the
beforehand.
comp. Yeah, they're the comp that wants to pick some people out, but instead they're actually getting caught out themselves.
Well, they don't have much pick at all, so I don't know if they can quite look for any picks here.
They have some picks. Heimerdinger is going to set up, might be able to kill the Olaf as we've seen previously. And Camavor is doing the Drake, but Vladimir doesn't have teleport, and they are split pushing while they have Baron up still.
Camavor able to pick up a free Drake for themselves. With Soul Point, they might be able. With Soul, they might be able to do something here. But actually, get it.
But
Get an
again,
extra dragon.
no anti-heal on Bandle City side yet.
No, they won't need it until the Drake is
The
actually
Soul.
confirmed.
Yeah.
They might
And
just end
two
the game
teleports
before.
coming out. Lucky Boys does teleport, and so does Combo. And DJ Parmesan actually doing quite a bit of damage. And as soon as I say that, does get caught out by Mayo.
Yeah, there's just no damage. No one can kill the Vayne. Heimerdinger is pretty strong, but with no time to set up and so much AoE on the side of Bandle City, they just kill the turrets and they kill him too. Colonel Conto.
And this is the combo gameplay. He's known to either come out of lane 10-0 or 0-10. So that's trash talking a little after this, you know. And Vladimir is gonna get picked as soon as I say that. He does heal for his entire health bar. I'm just gonna stop speaking because anytime I do, the complete opposite happens.
And there's some blips in that game one, but overall, not Blessed, I keep saying Blessed Eyes, Bandle City doing very well for themselves in the first game. I will be right back after some messages from our sponsor.
We don't have any sponsors.
Hello, happy friends.
Hello, hello. And seems like Combo is out of Camavor. I think he totaled them too much that it brought back their missing player.
Oh, Secret Agent Combo not quite able to do his job. As he maybe secret agents a little bit. He goes a bit too hard undercover and ends up getting discovered after only one game.
So, in the meantime, you were gone. So they're using their fearless ban on J Boy J Money, and it's going to be a Talon ban. So
Talon
Bandle,
Man.
yeah, Bandle City is going to have an extra ban, and it's going to go to its Talon.
I see. Is that a Boy J Money known to be a Talon
I'm not
connoisseur?
sure. We've never banned it, and he's never played it. So
We'll have to see if this introduction of a new player tips the scales in Camavor's favor as last game. I think it's safe to say that their sub
did not perform.
did not have the
Combo,
best.
if you're listening to this, you know your secret agent strat helped. It is all part of the strategy, you know.
Truly.
And a Lux pick is going to be picked at one from Bandle City. I'm not sure why they picked it. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I do think Chase is a Lux main.
Oh. Well, he did certainly play Leona very similarly to Lux, where he would throw his ETH in looking for a pick. So perhaps he was confused about which champion he was playing. Lux and Leona, both light-based characters after all.
If Blitzcrank does get picked out from Camavor, let's see what type of comp they try to go for. They might try to invade level one. Not sure how. Misfortune does get picked out from Camavor as well. Might be signed up for some team fight potential. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bano said he can just pick Malphite here, and Misfortune can't do anything about it.
Picking Malphite this early in the draft tends to be very risky, as Malphite has some pretty hard counters. For example, picking Malphite and leaving Silas up is typically a great way to lose the game immediately.
Yeah, Maokai works as well. Now, will this be a Maokai top or Maokai support? Because Lux can also still go mid here.
She could.
And I would say jungle, but I don't think Maokai gets played in jungle anymore.
Hmm. We also see a very early Xayah pick, but Xayah not known to be a great champion into Blitzcrank or MF.
Also, my thing is with that Xayah pick, I would only pick Xayah if there's heavy engage. And for some reason, Camavor picks a Moo, and this was just a future sight moment.
Amumu is able to play against Xayah. It's not super bad because if he throws the Q at Xayah and she ults the Q, right, then Amumu doesn't go in because it doesn't hit. And if he hits the Q, then his ult is guaranteed because the stun lasts long enough for him to get it off typically.
Yep.
And then
But
Zaya's
as we
in.
know, they'll probably just go in, and it'll pay off.
True. Amumu also a pretty decent peeler. Honestly, a decent pick because if Maokai is the jungle, right, then Amumu not under a lot of early pressure, which tends to be his weakest point.
Couldn't find Sejuani. But they find it this time, so.
Nefiri is very interesting. Nefiri, very good into Lux, and very, very bad into both Zaya and Maokai. Perhaps not very, very bad, but significantly less good against both Zaya and Maokai.
I'm saying it now. Malphite still doesn't sound like a bad idea here. For Bandle City.
Malphite, not a great pick for Bandle City. They have virtually no follow-up for a Malphite. Because Zaya can't follow Malphite, and neither can Lux.
But Misfortune not known to like have a lot of mobility, especially with that Maokai.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because if you Malphite ults the MF in the middle of her team and you have no one to help you, like, you're just gonna die. Like, especially when, like if Zaya runs up and gets herself hooked, she's gonna die. Especially with a Mumu existing, like, even if you Malphite ult in, if your team tries to, like, just run in, because they don't have any long-range follow-up or dive, and they just get a Mumu ulted, they'll die too.
Silas does get picked out by Bandle City as well.
Does have
Let's see
one good ult.
what Camavor. Yeah, I mean, I think they're. I mean, the Blitzcrank ult can be good. Any Mumu ult. Um,
Now that is interesting. This is
and
pod
some
racing.
friendly banter is happening in Elite Chat right now. You guys are in for a treat.
This is quite
Not
something.
not entirely sure what the comp is calling for.
Nothing.
Nefiri won't really be able to do much except to the Lux.
Fury does decently well into Darius, actually.
I think if she's able to, what's her ability called, or what's the ability on? I think it's her E. If she's able to time the E with the Q for Darius, I think she should be good. Again, not a Nefiri player. Not sure what the ability is.
She doesn't actually need the untarget ability for the Darius Q, because she can just dash it. Nefiri, like, it's not great in the Darius. I mean, neither team really has a lot of synergy going on here. Like, we have Teemo in the side lane. Like, yeah, sure, that kind of works. Nefiri mid into Silas is, I believe it's Nefiri favored. I could be wrong.
You used to be cool.
Weak.
Looks like we have a prediction running. Make sure to put your points in. If I had to put my money on someone, it would probably be Camavor.
Well, somebody just put 100K into Camavor. So I'm gonna put in 1,500 into Bandle City, and hope I get money back.
1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500.
100K points into Camavor, by the way.
I'll put some points in the Bandle City too and hope that I can get a slice of the pie.
Hey, stop. I don't want to ruin my Everybody keep putting money into Camavor.
I won't be denied.
The main issue that I just see is I'm not sure. I look at these two comps and I just see nothing. Like, you can't tell what's going on with either comp. Neither one makes any sense whatsoever.
I know.
We have some wombo combo potential with the MF Amumu here going on. And I would like to think that Teemo wins in the side lane because he beats Darius and Silas for the most part. And so I think Camavor might be favored. That's all I can really say.
I don't really know what's happening.
If Chase's Lux is like his Leona, they might actually be able to win. Let's play some Wordle, guys.
Some Wordle.
Yep, while we wait.
All right. First one is always Alien. Very good first pick.
Alien. I always do Ocean. And then my second one is always Sweet, and that returns all of the vowels in the all of the vowels.
So it has an A and a T.
Is this even a word? That's not a word.
Try title. I know it doesn't have an I, but like just to try to get like the T position.
I don't know if I like title. I want us to at least use like a TA word, you know,
Mm.
like an AT word.
Athens gets the A and the T.
What?
Athens, like ATHEN.
We have the E at the end, so we might as well try to put it at the end now.
This is just trying to get like positioning on other letters.
Is this a word?
What about lathe?
Lath could be correct.
Lathe.
Yeah, Lath is it. We are crazy. We got it. Perfect. Now you Naru total.
Oh, yep.
Sasuke.
Oh,
Ah,
I
that's
don't know
not.
anything about Naruto, so.
Sasuke Uchiha.
And they're asking you about what your clear obscure tab is. What's the YouTube video you're watching?
Dim dum talelam vakam sovadonumi hidanam I Gustav Dumwardian
He's not Akatsuki, Konoha, or Obito. True, I should mute this so we don't get copyright striked. Here, Naru total, guys. What do we do? Who is this
I
person
am.
anyway?
So it's a Maokai support, by the way. Lux mid, Silas jungle,
No, because it's not
and
Konoha. Is it
by the way,
true?
we're in game.
Is it? Wait, are we actually?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my game isn't actually opening, so.
Oh, okay.
Are we in game? In game?
We're in game. In game.
Okay, so my client is broken. That's. Nope, it's just opening.
And
Fuck. Of course, he's Katsuki too. What other fucking irrelevant characters are there? Anyway.
let's see. There we go. Do you want to fast forward to the?
Yes. He goes far as it
Alright. I am all caught up. And so, what you missed is that both teams tried to go in for an invade. Red team ended up top, and then blue team ended up bot lane.
So it's actually
And Hockey
Maokai's
Boys does get a little bit, yeah.
interesting.
And this is what I was talking about. A lot of role swaps for certain teams. And hockey does get pulled. Sevlin's
they're
going for a
hook
level 3 gank, by the way.
Yeah, he's probably just dead.
And Mayo's also going to get caught out here. Sevlin's going to 1v1 the Isaiah, but no help. Sevlin does flash.
DJ.
And Timo is going to die here. Buffalo does flash. He misses the key point blank range. The Fury is going to be able to rotate.
Not really much you can do. Might as well turn and see if we can get a kill on DJ. Nope.
And already calling out a jungle death. Trashing his own jungler. Also, not sure what Booz was trying to do there. He was taunting and almost got
he was
himself
looking
killed.
for a potential invade there. Chase with a definitive health lead, but both very low on mana. Probably not gonna amount to anything here. Darius choosing to actually push the wave in as his jungler
Always
is bot
turn him
side.
back
Maybe
again.
not the best choice here.
And Booz is here, but isn't going to amount to anything. Buffalo's able to just walk away.
Look
DJ
for a hook
does
here
slow
at
his
the
Zaya.
back end. Hockey.
And Hockey is just
Not into the
taking
tower,
all these
though,
hooks to the face.
Buffalo
And they're
actually
able to pick up Buffalo.
hooks into his own death there. Bit unfortunate.
Will does have the level advantage on Timo now. Is going to go look for a potential ward or a invade on Sevelin. And is actually proxy farming. It's the same thing that Bandle City did the other game, where they went for an early Drake and they got collapsed on. It's kind of playing out the same. And Camavor is going to be able to win that fight.
Yeah, but on the mispositioned Drake here.
And everyone's going to get killed by the Drake because of Chase. Chase does flash. Jaboy does pop Ignite and flash as well. And Chase is able to get away scot-free. And Misfortune is still doing the Drake, and she also might die.
Nah, she's fine.
No, she's fine.
A very interesting Drake take, but not quite sure what Buffalo's plan there was if he actually did hit the hook.
Jungler's pretty even so far. Gold's pretty even so far as well. Again, not sure what Buffalo was trying there by hooking, but
I mean, we landed the hook under the tower. It could have been good.
yeah, but they still had minions under the tower as well, and Misfortune's a little far away.
That's pretty okay. Not the best hook, but not exactly bad. Honestly, I think that I'm not gonna remember this. It's Bandle City. No, it's Camavor on red.
Camavor on
Camavor's
red,
in a-
Bandle City on.
Honestly, I think Camavor's in a decent spot here. They have a lot of kills on the Nefiri and the MF. They're two primary carries.
Yeah.
Well, these games, anything could happen.
The boy does go in on Chase. Isn't able to get anything from that.
I mean, he gets a lot of damage.
He does. Someone gonna go look for grubs here. Not sure if they're gonna win that 2v2 or potential 3v3, especially with
I
Timo
think he'd
being
be
leveled
hard
down.
pressed to. He has no allies there. He's gonna flash.
Evelyn does flash. Maokai is teleporting. He is rotating up for the grubs as well, and grubs are gonna go over to Bandle City.
Yeah, no contest.
And Misfortune also rotates up. Not sure if that's the move. She is going to lose some minions.
MF is not rotating up. MF is bot lane.
And Hockey just healed to get to the gank faster. I'm not sure if you noticed.
Definitely a choice of all time. Does get a flash for his trouble.
But he did use both sums. He used a flash and a heal. And Mayo actually ults after Barrage misses a Q.
No, he held it in time.
He ulted in time? Okay.
He held it.
Or I saw. Okay.
And even if he ulted
Booze-
like right outside of range, I think it was a good ult anyway. Because if he gets hit there, it's like pretty doomed.
Yep.
He loses full wave for nothing. He loses those
Also,
ults.
Booze does have a Mumu ult. Might look for a gank bot lane potentially. I think by the time he does go bot lane, he needs to go right away. And as soon as they say that, Mumu ult is gone on Silas. And Jaboy Money is going towards a gank on Bandle City.
Might be hard to find a gank here unless Booze gets baited into it.
And he might be getting baited into a fight. Huggy Boys does use ult. DJ also used ult in return. And Seven goes in, was probably trying to look for ult angle. They might be able to dive them.
Amumu a bit confused, but it has the right idea. Might look for, as we said, a dive here. Ult only hits one person.
And Zaya does get a kill in return. And she actually got it on Nefiri. And Nefiri actually has no bounty, so
Actually,
Will is going to ghost out. Flashes back in and is
oh my lord. That was an effort. A good effort.
not sure if like he mistimed the Q when
No,
he was
probably
trying to.
He probably should have just
Why?
died, but he ends
You
up
should have
actually
kept
getting
running. Yeah. Okay. Someone does go in on Booze. Booze might pick up Blitzcrank here. Is gonna die. Actually, does enough healing, and someone does go back in. And Bandle City is gonna be able to pick up this Drake. Again, no flash. No smite on Bandle City, but Lux might try to steal. And Nefiri is going in. Hockey Boys is able to peel for the Zaya, but it's not going to be enough. Zaya's going to get caught out here, and a flash does come out from Maya.
Yeah, we're seeing like that situation where like the Bandle City is just extremely fragmented, and their characters have no synergy, so they just get run over.
Yeah. They're also not rotating fast enough with Chase. Chase being mid, always being late for these dragon fights.
Yeah, but you can't really blame him for that. He has no cryo mid because the Fury is so fed, right? So all Chase can do is like wait for the wave to come to him, and then he kills it, and then he can walk. The only way he can ever get cryo is if Booze pushes with him for a wave and then rotates down, but that's not happening.
An ult does come out from Hockey Boys, not in range to get DJ Parmesan. Booze does steal Misfortune ult.
An amazing ult.
And is able to walk away just fine. And Bandle City was looking so good earlier, now kind of falling off.
I don't know if they were ever looking good in this particular game. Last game, they were looking amazing. But this game, they just seem a bit confused.
Who won it last game again? Bandle City? Bandle City. Yeah. Blitzcrank is here, is gonna probably Q. And did he not have Q, or like?
He did. He missed it though.
Okay. And going back in, exhaust does come out from Buffalo. They keep going in. Not enough damage coming out.
He
Not
can't
enough
die it.
peel. And your boy J Money actually dies. And Mayo was probably going to pick up both bounties, but DJ does use barrier.
A great hook there from the Blitzcrank, actually. Barrier not even
Yeah.
necessary.
And, you know, at the beginning of the game, I was questioning Buffalo's hooks, but maybe that's what they needed, you know?
Yeah, Buffalo's been doing
Some
pretty well at the hooks all game.
Bandle City is going to do Herald. Amumu is doing his jungle, so no vision on what they're doing up there. Also, not sure if you noticed, but Chase does secure first tower for Bandle City. Mayo taking a lot of damage. DJ does take a tower shot, does use ult, was probably trying to pick up Mayo, but Mayo's able to walk away. And looks like they're going to try to set up for a dive on Darius here. Hockey Boys does go in on Jaboy J Money by himself. Lux is still a little ways behind. And Camavor actually opts not to do the dive on Darius, even though they have the advantage to do it and the means to do it.
Silas did pick up the Amumu ult here. The Fury
Not sure
got
if it's
the
going to
flank.
translate to anything. Booze also has a flank on Misfortune's backline. Not anymore. Does get spotted out in vision. Maokai is going to take the blast cone, but doesn't engage. Again, both top laners don't have TP for any fight, so so far pretty even in gold as well. Let's see. The Fury does go in on Zaya. Zaya is going to get caught out here. Not really sure if it's a caught out moment or an Fury moment.
And the Fury is just so strong. Silas gets one shot and no recourse.
And Booz is going to try to go in for the steal, but does get caught here. Chase is also here, going to do some damage. Darius is also goes there as well. Bandle City might try to salvage some of this. Chase does land the Q on DJ Parmesan. Is able to also get the kill. Ace somehow managing to get out here. And as soon as they say that, Sevlin Q's in. And Sevlin does flash. Mayo might be able to turn this around. He does have... Actually...
No, he
Doesn't have
can't. It's just the slaughter. Zaya can't really chase them. It's just...
Also, I'm not sure if I like the Essence Reaver first buy from Zaya.
It's not bad. Pretty standard.
pretty standard. I do think she would have done more damage if she went Yuntal, no?
She would, but her damage isn't the problem right now, no.
Yeah.
She just dies instantly. I didn't even get to play that last fight.
Yeah, she just got annihilated by Nefiri. And this might just be a one-sided game on Camavor's side, and I am going to lose 1.5k probably.
The main issue that you run into with if you don't build Essence Reaver on Zaya is you just go like super quickly, especially if you opt for the Navoris.
And Bandle City already on Otacon. Camavor not too far behind. Mumu's not there to smite.
I do
They should be able to secure this. Yeah, good call. And Boo's wanting to go in. Chase is going to get caught out here. A lot of damage coming out from the Fury. And not sure what Hockey was looking for. Not a bad play from Bandle City. We are on Soul Point, though, on Camavor's favor.
Just be smarter with your mana, true, honest.
And your boy J Money is able to walk away.
This looks like a
They might look in-
horrible position.
Not a position you want to be in if you're on Bandle City or a Bandle City fan.
Oh
And-
my god.
They're going to get slaughtered. They should be able to secure tier 2 mid and tier 2 top lane for this. Not able to secure tier 2 top, but able to secure tier 2 mid.
Oh my god.
And Hockey Boys is potentially caught out here, and as soon as they say that, Booze is going to be caught out. Hockey does get pulled in by Buffalo. Nothing Zaya can do. Boy is just on her. Will does pop Ghost for some reason. Not sure if that was to get to the fight or get to the hit faster.
Your boy J Money definitely is having a Colonel combo performance. Scoreline basically the same, though it is inverted. Where combo had 8 deaths, your boy J Money has 8 kills.
And as far ahead as the fear may be, Chase is doing a good job staying even in gold with getting both tier 1 and tier 2 mid turrets. And this is going to be a soul for Camavor at 24 minutes.
Chase is even-ish in gold, but it doesn't matter. Like, Lux is
No.
so useless this game, he doesn't do anything. Like, the only hope that Lux maybe has is if she can pick off Teemo or MF, but they don't have the vision control to do that, and it's way too risky for her to walk into fog because of it. She gets hooked by Blitzcrank and one-shotted. So she just sits under her tower and plays wave clear bot. And then she like occasionally gets like a pick or something, but it's not actually gonna help them win the game. They need like a Hail Mary at this point.
Buffalo might be caught out here. someone not too far behind is looking for an angle. It looks like they might try to be setting up for Baron here. Pushing out the waves. Teemo is going to crash into tier 2 bot lane. The Fury does go in on Booze. And Booze, for some reason, takes Nefarial. Not sure if that's the move.
Definitely not the move. Nefarial just kind of like a steroid.
And Hockey Boys is potentially caught. And where Hockey Boys should be punished, he's able to walk away scot-free. Teemo does secure tier 2 bot lane. Doesn't push for more. But Baron is going to go to the side of Camavor since Mayo is backing and actually doesn't finish that back. Is going to get collapsed by Darius. Lux teleports mid.
Pretty split fight here.
And they pick up J-Boy J Money, and the gold does go to Zaya, which is someone they need the gold on. And Mayo taking some serious damage here. And not sure what that flash was for.
To try to catch Emma. For sure.
Yeah.
It looks like
And
they're
then
gonna get picked.
Lux is going to get caught out here.
They're just not juice. They can't do anything.
And Bandle City did have a good fight until they didn't. I do think if they're a lot closer together, they could have probably won the fight and gotten Baron. But Zaya does get some serious
Yeah, that
gold
fight
in her
started
pocket.
pretty well, but you end up running into the issue where because like Lux had to walk all the way up from bot lane,
No,
she was
she teleported mid lane instead of the ward like in that banana bush.
did she?
Yeah.
Well, Lux wasn't there in time for the fight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So she wasn't able to impact the fight quick enough, and her team just like runs out of juice. They end up getting like one of the best fights they can because the enemy team is like super split. And they get the Nefiri really early. But it doesn't matter.
And
Alright, two
Jaboy is gonna get caught out again. Second time he's been caught out in the past like 3 minutes.
It wasn't even really a catch out last time though. Like they just
Yeah, it was
initiated the
more of a
fight for me.
collapse on.
No, they chose to fight. You know, they went in, but they didn't have their team, so they just died.
Yeah. And Bandle City is gonna try to do Baron here. Sevlin does go in, does ult. Misfortune also ults in return. Booz also ults Mumu and is able to secure a couple kills here. And Mayo getting some serious gold here. And it was actually Lux that picked up the kill on Misfortune. And Elder is going to spawn in a minute and 20 seconds. All these fights have been over Baron, and no team has been able to secure the Baron because of how wishy-washy the fights are. And Hockey Boys does get pulled by a max range Blitzcrank ult. And Hockey Boys is gonna die 20 seconds before the Elder, so it isn't gonna be there in time. And Elder should just go to the side of Camavor. And Chase does get pulled over the wall.
Yes.
And this is just a mat. Sevlin actually does miss ults. Silas does pick up Teemo Shrooms. Not sure what he's wanting to accomplish there, since he's placing them so close to himself but not to the fight.
That was that issue with Lux you mentioned, right? Lux wants to look for the picks, but as it stands, like she can't because she just gets pulled by Blitzcrank and dies.
Yeah.
And with Elder, it's probably just cooked here.
Yeah. And they FF and take the easy way out. So this is a best of 5, and we're 1-1 so far.
Uh-huh.
I guess in the
I
meantime,
unfortunately might not have time to stick around for an entire best of 5.
no
As
worries. The
I,
minute I can take over the stream.
as I unfortunately have work tomorrow, but I can stay
No
around for
worries.
one more.
Okay. Let me be right back real quick. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah.
Would you like
Let
to take
me
over
set
the
it up.
stream? Just let me know when
Yeah, I
you're
can set it
ready. I'm streaming a black screen right now anyway.
up. Would you like to go offline so I can start it?
Yes, I will stop the stream.